Productions 1 here today with yet another video. Today we'll be showing you how to hook up an epic sound system in your room with a stereo receiver. 2 speakers. Apologize for the awkward lighting moment. My room is very dim due to the fact that my 2 lights in the corner are and really high up. So I want to be having to use a flashlight kind of because you can't really see this without the flashlight. This is a black Yamaha Natural Sound Stereo Receiver R7. It's a very older model. I found it in my basement. I decided to hook it up because I had 2 speakers to a stereo that I didn't really like that much because it was a huge stereo just because it had a 5 CD disc changer. So the 2 speakers are RCA. They're bass reflex speakers. I want to say about 6 inches each. Right, I have left and right. This one has a card in it because the tweeter on it got blown out and it rattles every time things play. So, yeah. Now the way I did this is speakers always have a negative and a positive terminal coming out of the end, and receivers typically have positive and negative inputs. So I'll show you that. Guys, this right back here looks like a huge jumbled, confusing set of wires, but as a matter of fact, it is not. Each of the speakers, like I already said, have a negative and positive output. So that's pretty much what you do here. You see the right and the left, the R and the L above the speaker inputs. Each of my speakers have 4 wires coming out of it, 2 for the tweeters and then 2 for the bass speakers. So that's why I have so many speakers hooked up in here. These two wires coming out right here, hooked up to an LED, and they go into here because then it pulses with the sound of the music or the television or whatever I have hooked up to it. Over here, what I have hooked up over here is I have these 2, which are for my television. I have the input for video / auxiliation. The way I have this set up is, try to bear with me here. I have my TV right here, which isn't HDMI, has HDMI compatibility, but since this doesn't, I'm just sticking with RCA jacks. What I have this TV going to is, it goes into the cable box, and then the cable box outputs RCA jacks, the sound ones, left and right sound into here, and then the video one goes back into the TV. It's a little bit of a confusing process, but it as a matter of fact works. Over here, these 2 wires down here, these are 2 sound wires, and it may not look like it, but it's confusing. These are like awkwardly colored wires because it's like the yellow one is for sound, and what this hooks up to is a 3.5mm jack, which is just what you plug into your phone. So this is how I play music on it. In order to do that, I have to switch over from video auxiliation to phono. This is phono input. I don't exactly know what that means, but man, I've got to remember there's no auxiliary input just because a thing like this is older and it's not meant for that. So I'm gonna show you how I wired the things up. Having the wires, they come over here, they come to the back of this, and then under my desk is a really big mess. My desk through under my bed, and then up to these 2 speakers up here, down from my left speaker. Left, I have this one set on left because when it's behind me, then you know. So these are 2 outputs. As you see, I have the black and the red for the bass and the black and the red for the tweeter. Well, black and purple. And then these connect down. I didn't solder any wires. I just twisted them. I didn't even use a butt connector. I just twisted them together and taped them up. But yeah, it gives off a really nice bass for just being 6 inches, and it works really well. I have my TV running. I turn this on with the power button right over here. It takes a few seconds for the sound to actually click in, so keep that in mind. If you first set it up and you click it, and you know you're just like, why isn't it playing any sound? Sometimes they take a few seconds to actually kick in. So right over here, I set it to. Sorry, let's try to focus in on that. I set it to video auxiliation. If I wanted to play music, then I would set it to phono right over here. But I have a few knobs down here for bass, treble, balance, loudness. I don't understand 100% what that's for, but you know, it just makes it like louder on a large scale. Besides the volume button over there, balance is for like what side the speakers you want it to be coming from. So you can't really tell the difference. But that's what that does. Treble is like, I don't know exactly how to explain what treble is. You know, it's just like the stuff and things and stuff. Bass is bass. You know, how much like, you know, boom you want out of your music or TV, whatever. So if you turn it up, just listen.
Weight loss designed for women.
Friday night, buddy, you are gonna need a wingman.
I don't know if you can really tell, but I mean, it really has a kick to it, and yeah, so it's just great, even though it's kind of older. Headphones, it has a large jack. A lot of headphones nowadays, y'all kids are used to your 3.5mm jack, so this is I don't know the exact size for this, but they do make converters for this, so if someone wanted to hook up headphones instead of having it under the speakers, then they could just use this. That's pretty much how to hook up these speakers. I mean, it's really great. But let you listen. See, this one works, this one works. Yeah, it's really fun. Make sure when you're hooking up, a few tips are to not hook up the left and right backwards. And try not to blow your speakers, you know, don't do full volume right away when you first hook them up. That's something that can really be annoying too. Remember, whenever you turn your stereo receiver off, always turn your volume knob all the way down. Because if you turn it on, you forget about it, and all of a sudden you're going deaf because you forgot that you had it on full blast, bumping out of your music. I'll be careful not to short anything out, you know, with your cords. I mean, if you know anything about electronics, you'll know, you know, don't touch the wires together, or you'll spark and shock yourself. And it happened to me with hooking these up. I know you might think it's not a lot, but I had to fix a few wires, and they touched together and they sparked, and yeah, so just a few things to kind of help you with your stereo receiver, and good luck with your new music, and have fun rocking out.